When does the Christmas season start?
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Yep, it sure is Christmas time.
Christmas? It's like November 1st.
Exactly.
Why are you wearing all that? It's like 70 degrees outside.
Because it's Christmas time.
No, it's not.
When is it okay to start celebrating Christmas?
Not when it looks like this.
I've been told I celebrate Christmas too early, mainly from people who hate joy. But lately I've been thinking they might have a point. See, normally I start listening to Christmas music by the end of August. So this year I decided I would wait until after Thanksgiving to listen to Christmas music. So how have I done so far? I made it to September 28th. There is no hope for me. But to me, Christmas music is not the beginning of Christmas, but rather it's like a trailer, like a little teaser, like a warm-up before the actual main meal. I consider the start of Christmas to be, I don't know, November 1st?
Ooh, that's 3 weeks before Thanksgiving.
I can celebrate both! This is a common criticism for people to give me, that I'm celebrating Christmas before Thanksgiving has even happened. And this is a graph of how much I care. Maybe I would be more into Thanksgiving if there were Thanksgiving songs and movies like for Halloween. Every year I can watch Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. But what am I supposed to watch for Thanksgiving? The Blind Side? So I figured I would take a look back at the people of yesteryear to figure out when they started celebrating Christmas. Because who better to tell me when I can listen to Michael Bublé than people who lived 1,000 years ago? Winter, but specifically December, has always been a good time to put a holiday. Most major civilizations had some sort of celebration around this time, and for good reason. In Europe, for example, winter was the end of the farming season, so people were tired. They didn't want to work, they wanted to have fun. Couple that with the fact that this was normally the time of the year where they had the most amount of leftover meat, and you have a pretty good reason to have a feast. This is why pagans had Yule. Now, Yule was not exactly the precursor to Christmas. Rather, Christmas was a separate holiday that, from the beginning, was about the birth of Jesus. And in case you were wondering, no one actually knows when Jesus' birthday was. The reason December 25th was picked was less historically accurate and more about poetic nature. December 25th is right after the winter solstice, aka the day in the year with the least amount of sunlight. So the birth of Jesus being celebrated then made sense as a symbol of the light he brought into the world. However, once Christianity started spreading to pagan society, the two holidays sort of not as much merged together, but rather they would borrow from each other so much to the point that as pagan countries started going full Christianity, Christmas took over as kind of the de facto winter holiday over Yule.
Hey Josh, that's great and all, but what does that have to do with you listening to Jingle Bells in August?
I'm getting there. So anyways, Christmas itself has always been on December 25th, or at least has been for a long time. But the celebrating around Christmas has changed a lot over the past 1,000 years. Uniformity around the idea started popping up in the Middle Ages. And if you were to travel back in time and ask someone from the medieval time period when the Christmas season starts, you would probably be confused because the English they spoke back then at times seems unrecognizable to us. But if you could understand them, they would probably tell you that it was Advent Sunday. This is the fourth Sunday before Christmas, and among Catholics, it was unofficially the official beginning of the Christmas season.
Oh, that's it! 4 Sundays before Christmas. That's when Christmas season begins.
Are you gonna let me finish?
What?
Well, calling Christmas Christmas does not make it Christmas.
I'm going upstairs.
No, I promise I'm getting to the point.
Well then come get me when you're actually there.
Fine, go. See, the Christmas we know today only really started just 200 years ago in the 1800s. Remember, a lot of old Christmas came from pagan society. That's a very important tidbit moving forward. And so the family gathering around the fireplace, nostalgic, loving, warmth that is associated with Christmas now was not associated with old Christmas. It was more of a sensual, low-class party type of holiday. And for this reason, a lot of Christians didn't place that much emphasis on the holiday, and obviously Easter, having the crucifixion and a lot less no touchy stuff, was a lot more popular. In fact, in the early 1800s, America only had 2 national holidays, Thanksgiving and Independence Day. Most states, especially in the North, did not even celebrate Christmas, and those who did celebrate it really just wanted a break. They just wanted to party. Now I'm oversimplifying things a little bit, but you get the general idea of how America perceived Christmas before the 1800s. Now, in the 1800s, Christmas would go through somewhat of a renaissance, and I can mark the specific day that was a turning point in how Americans viewed Christmas. December 19th, 1843.
Hitler's birthday?
No, not at all. Hitler's birthday is April 20th.
Whoa. Why do you just know Hitler's birthday?
I don't know, it's just something I know.
Do you know when my birthday is?
That's not important. Where's Payne? Why are you here?
Oh, he's in the kitchen. I was just walking by and you piqued my interest.
Ooh, I like that expression. I'm gonna start using that. But what was I just talking about? December 19th, 1843. This was the day Charles Dickens released A Christmas Carol. And all the English teachers cheered. This book was super popular. The first batch would sell out by Christmas Eve. A Christmas Carol was to families in 1843 what Cars 2 was to an 8-year-old me. It was on every night. And A Christmas Carol portrayed Christmas as this warm and calming holiday, where the priority was on giving. Couple this with a few other movies and books portraying Christmas as a family holiday, and you have the comeback Germany thought it was going to have in World War II. Now, Christmas is starting to look like our Christmas we know today, but it's still missing one thing. An old fat guy who breaks into your house and steals your cookies. Santa Claus is kind of a weird concept if you think about it, and it doesn't help that there are so many ways you can trace different parts of his mythology to different sources. However, there is one thing very important about him, and that is the fact that he is inspired by the man who was alive way back in the year 300, Saint Nicholas, a saint in Catholicism. And wait! I know how to justify Christmas before Thanksgiving! Payne!
Glad I could help.
Payne! I starting my understanding of why Christmas starting before Thanksgiving.
Okay, say that again, but less stupid.
It all started with Saint Nicholas.
Okay. Are you gonna explain?
Are you going to understand?
Sure.
Huh, okay. Saint Nicholas. See, Nicholas was not your average guy. He was kind, and he thought Jesus was onto something with this whole giving to the poor stuff he preached about. Saint Nick was extremely charitable. He would help support families in poverty, and he especially was very kind to children. And slowly, as the character of Santa Claus started becoming more and more popular, so too did Saint Nick's association with Christmas. This is important for a reason. Catholics celebrate St. Nicholas Day on December 6th, which admittedly does not help my case. But lucky for me, I have Coca-Cola. You see, Coca-Cola had a problem. They were considered a summer drink. People didn't drink them during the winter because of the cold flavoring of the soda, mixed with the cold weather, making people more cold, making people not want to buy Coca-Cola. You understand the problem. And guess who their solution was? I'll give you a hint. It was the guy I just spent 3 minutes talking about. Yep, as it turns out, not even Catholic saints are safe from corporate advertisements. As Santa Claus became a more popular character, and as Christmas became a more family-focused holiday, Coca-Cola decided he would make a great mascot. And boy, were they just so right! Coca-Cola Santa Claus turned into the most successful Christmas campaign of all time. Although in my heart, LeBron James Sprite Cranberry is still number one.
Want a Sprite Cranberry?
By the year 1999, Santa Claus was so heavily associated with Coca-Cola that people started thinking of him earlier and earlier as they started drinking Coke in November, in October. And that's why Christmas has started creeping into other months. It all makes sense now.
Really? Coca-Cola? That's your reasoning?
Yes.
If drinking Coca-Cola and celebrating Christmas were tied together, then wouldn't people just be celebrating Christmas year-round because they drink Coca-Cola year-round? Also, 1990 was like nearly 100 years ago. And I drink Coca-Cola all the time and never think of Santa Claus. And you don't even drink Coke. So how is that your reasoning?
Those are all great questions. I plead the fifth.
Sorry, that's not enough reasoning to celebrate Christmas before Thanksgiving. Better like next time, broski.
I'm close. I'm close. Coca-Cola and Santa Claus. Coca-Cola and Santa Claus. Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola and Santa Claus. Coca-Cola, Santa Claus. Coca-Cola, Santa Claus. Pepsi? No. Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper. Advertisements. Christmas. Christmas shopping, advertisements. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Advertisements. Coca-Cola Santa Claus. Coca-Cola Santa Claus. Coca-Cola Santa Claus. Josh! Where am I? Am I in the back of a trunk? Where are you taking me? Oh, hi, Peyton.
Josh, I've been looking all over for you for 2 days.
You've been looking all over for me for 2 days and you just now checked downstairs?
Well, I didn't say I was looking very hard. But the point is, you haven't eaten in 2 days.
Oh no. Am I anorexic?
No, you've just been obsessed with justifying your strange obsession with celebrating Christmas too early.
Whew. Good. Kids, don't do anorexia. That stuff kills. What were you saying?
You haven't left this room in 2 days. Take a break. Let's go upstairs to the kitchen and find something to eat.
Fine.
You're gonna feel a lot better after you've had some food.
In November at Peppa's Toyota, every day is Black Friday. With Black Friday pricing all month long. Like new Corollas, 0 down or $189 a month. New Camrys,
Oh,
0
no.
down or
That's it!
How is that it?
Well, thanks for asking. Allow me to explain. You see, most department stores operate at a loss for most of the year, being in the red, all the way up until the Christmas shopping season begins after Thanksgiving. When that happens, companies start being profitable, or operating in the black. That's where the name Black Friday comes from.
Really?
No. Well, kind of. The second origin is much more traced back to Philadelphia, where in the 1950s, people would go out after Thanksgiving Day and get a head start on the upcoming holiday season. The absolute mayhem that unfolded on the streets of Philadelphia led to the police officers being the first to start referring to the day as Black Friday.
That still puts Christmas after Halloween.
After Halloween?
I meant Thanksgiving. You know what I meant.
Is Black Friday the day after Thanksgiving or the day after Halloween?
The day after Thanksgiving.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Oh my gosh, what are you trying to say?
Allow me to interest your peaks. The origins of Black Friday are very murky. It's a lot easier to trace other holidays like the 4th of July back to their beginning. Gee, I wonder why! So both origins of Black Friday are kind of correct in different ways, with the second origin being responsible for providing the reasoning of why the holiday is called Black Friday and why the day started, and the first origin providing the reason behind the crazy deals that goes on. See, we get kind of into this feedback loop where over the years people start spending more and more on Black Friday, so stores have more deals going on to make them feel better about spending so much money and encourage them to spend more money. This made people spend more money on Black Friday, and in turn made the stores give out even more deals. And then slowly, department stores started having this revolutionary idea.
We make a lot of money on Black Friday. So, if we make Black Friday longer, we'll make more money.
And so, Cyber Monday was born, turning the one-day holiday into a full weekend. The term Cyber Monday was first coined by the National Retail Federation in 2005, when they noticed that people would continue their holiday shopping online while at work on the Monday after Thanksgiving. This was because at the time, many people had faster internet connections at work than at home. So on Black Friday, when Thanksgiving was over but you didn't have work, you could go to physical retail stores. Then on Monday, when you went back to work but didn't want to work, you could have access to the internet and you would do your online shopping. And then companies realized
That worked really well. What if we did it again?
And so Black Friday started before Black Friday. It's hard to put a specific start date on this movement because as home internet and online shopping grew more and more popular, so too did the deals. Once again resulting in this feedback loop where as more people do their online shopping on more days than just Cyber Monday, companies started doing more deals on more days than just Cyber Monday, leading to more people spending more money on more days than Cyber Monday. And so companies started putting more deals on more days, causing people to shop on more days. And so Christmas shopping slowly started to cross over from the day after Thanksgiving to the day after Halloween, where stores would go from this to this overnight. Then a third epiphany happened.
Do we still need to call it Black Friday?
The answer was no. Nowadays, most companies don't even have a lot of deals on the actual day Black Friday, at least not like they used to. The truth is Black Friday was always kind of a warm-up for Christmas. It got people in the shopping and buying gifts mindset. But as stores started having longer Black Friday sales, and especially as online shopping became the new norm, the actual need to do super special deals on the actual day, Black Friday, kind of disappeared. And with no more Black Friday to mark the beginning of holiday shopping, Christmas was free to expand. And that's exactly what it did. Department stores made it very clear. They made more money during the Christmas season, so they intended to make the Christmas season as long as possible, leading to Christmas starting earlier and earlier every year.
So that's why you celebrate Christmas so early? Because a bunch of multi-billion-dollar companies told you to?
No. Wait. Are you right?
Always was. I kind of feel bad about that, considering it is mostly 100% my fault. I should probably go say something to him. So, how you doing, Josh?
How do you think? I just realized me celebrating Christmas was based off Walmart putting a plastic Christmas tree up.
So what? You don't get excited for the Christmas season because it means you get a better deal, do you?
No.
So why would when you start celebrating Christmas be tied to when those deals go up?
I don't know, and I don't care. Just let me be sad.
Think about it. You celebrate Christmas for as long as possible. Stores celebrate Christmas for as long as possible. But that doesn't mean it's for the same reason. Think about it logically.
I don't want to think about it logically. I can't think about it logically. There's no specific day I can point to and be like, that's the day that the Christmas season begins.
Josh, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
No, I understand what you're saying. I have no reason to celebrate Christmas this early.
But you don't have any reason not to celebrate Christmas this early.
Well, it is like 70 degrees outside.
Well, that doesn't stop Arizona from celebrating Christmas.
You're right.
The weather doesn't mark when Christmas begins, and an arbitrary day of the year doesn't mark when you can start celebrating it. You're an adult. You can decide for yourself.
Yeah, you're right. I'm an adult. I can listen to Mistletoe by Justin Bieber whenever I want.
Exactly!
I never looked forward to Christmas just because I can't wait to get a new toy or just because I love the cold so much. Christmas is a special time of the year for a lot of people. For most people, it's the only time of the year where they get to take a break from work and take a break from life in general and just spend some time with the people who matter the most. Growing up, I only got to see my cousins on one day. It was on Christmas. That was the only time I got to spend with my cousins all year, and I loved it. I looked forward to Christmas every year, not because I just couldn't wait to go out and buy stuff and go shopping for more stuff. It was because I couldn't wait to see my cousins. It was a fun time where you get to take a break from life and then spend time with your whole family. I mean, what reasoning could Peyton have for not wanting to celebrate Christmas?
I'm Jewish. Is it still recording?
Yeah.
All right, we should keep rolling. We should keep that. Put that in the blooper film.
Okay.
Are you gonna understand? Stop laughing.
I can't.
I'm trying. Are you gonna stop doing that? Josh, I've been looking all over you for 2 days.
You've been looking all over me?
I'm checking you out today.
There's really no escaping that one. That came out. That doesn't matter.
Peyton!
I sent you a big letter.
Woo, that was close.
Okay.
Do we still need to call it Black Friday?
I like that thing.
Okay. All right.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
It's because I didn't say action and threw you off.
Oh, I was gonna say it's exactly first. It's just exactly.
Always was.
So close, so close. Coca-Cola. You can't laugh. You're the camera person.
I didn't think that was scripted. I thought you were just gonna take action.
never getting this.
The weather doesn't decide whether when you can.
We're never getting this video done. We're never getting this video done.
It's still going. Are you gonna understand?
Yes!